Hello and a huge welcome to this video. I'm Scorpion from How To Do, and today we will be learning how to make this kind of death system like GTA in our GTA series. So kind of like this. Alright, so this wasted appears, and then this guy dies like this, and then the slow motion, and then the red camera red effect and all that stuff. So let's see how to make that. So jump out of that and go to the tutorial scene. So in the previous videos we made this kind of death system, like if we hit that guy, so when the bullet hits us, the guy vanishes. All right, so this was what we made in the previous videos, so let's just improve that. Okay, so first of all you have to go to your prefab, the police bullet prefab which we made in the previous video. So if you want to see the previous videos, go ahead, click the link in the description box below and see my playlist of GTA series in which we made all of this thing. Alright, so we made this police bullet prefab, so let's just go to the prefab and see that when the bullet hits the guy and when it kills, it just goes and disappears or disables the player. So that's not what we want. So we want to go to the variables and make a new variable, global variable, so that we can use it from the other FSMs. And this is actually Playmaker. If you don't know, this is actually Playmaker, this whole thing. So if you don't have this, you can just go ahead, click the link in the description box below and download this whole thing for free. So let's just go to the global variables, and I have made already this player hit with bullet variable, and it is a it is a bool. So what you have to do is you have to say just select bool over here and say player hit. Alright, just like that, and it will be false by default. And then let's just go over here and say bool set bool value, and make sure that this guy is on the top. So this bool thing, and let's delete that. So this bool thing is on the top of this self destroy self, because if it's not like that, then it won't work. So let's go to the bool variable that will be the same as bullet player hit, and let's just bool value to tick it, which means that the bool is actually true and we don't have to make it every frame. Alright, and now what we can do is we can go to the player, and you can see that it is fully ragdolled. The ragdoll is set up inside it. So if you want to set up, you can just go to I have made that where is it, NPC guy. So we have made this guy the NPC guy. Let's just zoom in there, and there should be a dead body. You can see this, we made this in the previous video of NPC guy. So if you haven't seen that, you can go ahead and do that, but I won't repeat how to make this ragdoll again. So link to this ragdoll thing will also be in the description box below, I guess so. But if you don't see that link, go ahead and see the playlist. You will see that there the NPC guy. Okay, so disable everything. I'll come back over here. So this guy is fully ragdoll, which means when we play and when we disable this animator controller, he will die like that. Alright, bam, bam. Alright, you can see that. So ragdoll, and when you disable the animator, that works. All right, so we want that to happen. So let's just go ahead and say another FSM, make another FSM. I have already made that. Let me just show you guys. Disable that. This is what we want to make. A lot of set properties and do that. But yeah, let's just make another one and say edit. So we want to test bool, so say bool test, which means, as the name suggests, it will test the bool. The bool is the global variable, the player hit. If it is true, which means the bullet is hit, bullet has hit the player, we want to say die, and every frame, make sure every frame, add transition, the same one, die, add a new state and die over here. And let's just go ahead and say set property. Where is it? Property, there we go, and drag and drop your animator over here and say enabled, there we go, and just set value means if it's true and if it's false, so it is enabled or disabled. So we want to disable that. Say every frame, no, we don't want that. So if you play now, it will pretty much work. Let's just see that. So when the bullet hits us, there we go, we die. Alright, however, if we play WSD he kind of still moves, kind of like that. So we want to do that too. So we're gonna go to player and go to this FSM, the same one, and we want to say Control C and V, and this is the actual movement FSM which we made in the previous videos. So we want to disable that, so let's just drag and drop this FSM over here, and pretty much everything is set up, so it's disabled like that, so it won't move anymore. But now what we want to do is, as you can see that when we play and when this guy hits us with the bullet, come on, there we go, he actually stops and stucks over here, and he just continues on shooting and does not do anything. Alright, so we want to fix that too, and we can see that the actually the camera is not following that guy, our player. He is over there dead, but it should follow him and do that stuff. So let me just go ahead and set that too. So first thing what we want to do is we want to set the police guy to stop when the player is dead, and the player is dead when the bull or the bull is true, the player hit bull is true. So let's just say bull test the same bull, and make sure that this guy is on top of these. There we go. Global bull player hit, and if it is true, then go to the normal. Let's just go ahead and make a new normal behavior. All right, delete these transitions. This was what I made for myself. So normal behavior and a normal behavior, add a new state over here, place the normal behavior over here, and just copy this bool test and make sure it's on every frame. So copy that and paste it over here, and yep, now it will come over here. So we want to just Control C this guy and Control V guy over there. So now he should follow his route again. Play and see does that works or not. Okay, there we go, and he starts to move away, and he does not shoot. However, the animation should be changed too. Alright, so animation should also be changed. So if you remember that when we go to the animator, this was the animator controller for the policeman. So here he walks like this, and here he walks with the pistol. So it depends on a condition of alert. So if alert is true, then he goes to pistol walk, and if alert is false, then he goes back to the idle. So we want this alert to be false. All right, so we want that to do, and we want to come back over here, and we're gonna say set animator bool, not in here. Control C that, Control X that, cut that over here, paste it over here on top of this, cut that on top of this, user owner, and the parameter is alert. As you can see over here, the spelling is not correct. Alert, there we go, this guy over here, this bool, and set it to false, which means it will come over here. There, come back to that. Every frame, no. So let me just see that if that works or not. There we go. Now he walks around like a simple man, walking and patrolling like that. Now we want our camera to follow this guy again. Alright, because it's stuck on some odd position, as you can see right here. It's not good. So we want to do that. So we want to come back to our, where is it, cam base, and this is what you have to make. So let me just go ahead and make another FSM for you guys. FSM, and say move towards the player's hips and mix more hips. This guy, drag and drop it over here and say mouse look, and I guess that will be good. Let me just make it 3 3, and yep, that's that. So now if you play now, you will see that it will work. Bam. Come on, my game gets stuck. Let me just play it again. Okay, my game is not getting played. There we go. Okay, let the Unity compiler to be compiled. Now it should work properly. There we go. There we go, but the camera is not following it. Let me check what is the problem. Alright. Okay, so you have to actually disable that first. So go back to your player, go back to the new FSM, and you have to set the property. So Control C and Control V, and you have to make sure you check this lock, or because whenever you select everything, this will be locked over here. So come back to your camera base, and let me just delete that. Remove component, and make sure that it is disabled for now. Alright, and drag and drop the first one over here and disable that. Control C, Control V, drag and drop the second one over here, disable that. Control C, Control V, and drag and drop the third one and make it enabled. Alright, so when the player dies, these two will get disabled and this will be get enabled. Alright, so that's what we want. Otherwise the camera will get, you know, psycho. Let's just see that if that works or not. Shoot at him and he will shoot at me, but still the camera is not following it. I guess I know why. I think I know why, because it is set to 1. No, something is wrong. Let me just quickly see that. Control Z, 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 Control Z, Control. There we go. Come back to your player base, camera base. Everything was same, I guess. This was what we made. Control Y. Control Y. Okay, so why is it not working? So let me just go to the camera base and just disable these two for now and enable this guy for now, and see that if it works or not. So as you can see, it's not working at all. So this guy, go to edit. There's something wrong with this guy. What is it? Let's just change the destination from, you know, hat. Let me just go ahead and set a hat. See that if that works or not. Yep, it works. So let's just set it to hat now for now and see that if it works now or not. Play, not pause, play. Do that, run away, and when he hits us, something is pretty much wrong, I guess. Wrong, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. So it's not actually cam base. There we go. Now he follows it. Let me just come back, and you have to just again drag and drop the mix more hips over here. I don't know why that sometimes that happens. Make sure it's 0 over here and do that stuff. And yeah, there was a problem in my Unity processor, I guess, something wrong. He was not able to compile the game correctly. So take out the gun and shoot. and he will shoot at me. There we go, and the camera actually follows. So that's the half part of this tutorial. So now we want here the wasted thing to be appear. So I downloaded this thing over here, this wasted logo from GTA. So you can go to the Google and say GTA wasted PNG, and you can find all of these over here. I think I downloaded this one. Yep, this one, exact this one. So you have to download that and come back over here and make sure you select Sprite 2D and UI and say apply, and that will work. And then you have to come your canvas. This is the canvas in which we also made the minimap. All right, the minimap in the previous video which we made. So come over here and go ahead. This is what we made. So right click canvas and say UI and say image. Press F to zoom in there, like that. It's in the center like this. So drag and drop this wasted thing inside over here, just like that, and you can see it's shown over here. Make it little bigger like this, little more, little more. There we go. There we go, wasted. And let's just call it wasted. Again, the same thing, and disable that. And come to your player. Go back to the same FSM, this one. And in here you have to go ahead and just minimize all of this and say activate game object. Specify the game object and drag and drop the wasted in here and say enabled. So this means disabled, this means enabled. Right. So now if we play, let's see that does that works or not. Of course it will work. Come on. There we go, wasted and this stuff. Alright, cool. Now we want that slow motion to do his stuff. Press over here, come in here. There we go. So now we want the slow motion, so let's just go ahead and over here, and we want to stretch the time. So let's say time, and there you can see time scale. Select that and say point, I don't know, 3.3, and that will slow up the time. So this will slow up the time. All right, let's play. Let's see. Slow motion, as you can see now. All right, and now we want is the blur effect and that you know, the camera red effect, the blood effect kind of thing. So I used the post-processing stack in the previous video for making this map. Let me just go ahead and quickly save it, save scene, and come in here. Which was that? This one. You can see this it looks really awesome. Let me just come back to here and drag and take the minimap and drag and drop this one over here. So this was what we made in the previous video using the post-processing system. So you can just go ahead, go to asset store and search for post-processing. Quickly show you guys. Post-processing, search for that and you will find this free Unity 3D made by Unity post-processing stack, and download that and import that, and you will see this thing over here. And then you can say right click and post-processing profile. I will call it dyed. Alright, dyed one, because I have already made this dyed thing. Alright, so come back to your main camera which shows this guy player, and there you can see this post-processing. Remove that, say post-processing behavior, and drag and drop this dyed in here. Double click this dye, and now we can work with it. So depth of field, select that, and you have to say something like this. Make everything blur. Yep, there we go. You have to set it to 0 or 0.1, whatever, and make it 32, and this will make everything blur, as you can see now. And then we want the motion blur. Let's just set it to this much. That will give the really awesome effect. I don't think so. Let's just check that. And then when we can say bloom, and just make the bloom like this, it will give that effect. And then we can say color grading, and in the color grading what we want is we want to make it red, so just take the red and do that, and that will make it red. And we can say filmic, that will give a really awesome effect. And then contrast, higher contrast, saturation, decrease the saturation like this. Okay, and then vignette, make the vignette a little like this. No. Where's the vignette? Intensity, there we go. Now this looks much awesome. Alright, and then we can come back to our player, edit, and in here, no, not this one. Where is it? Where is the original one? Is this the same one? Alright, yeah. Hey, what's happening? Alright, let me just quickly change that, because I think I have done something wrong in here. Take the canvas. I think I have changed the scene accidentally. Yep, I have changed the scene accidentally. What was the scene? This one. Sorry guys, I accidentally changed the scene. Not to worry, and drag and drop this died over here, and we are good to go. So this is the same thing we did. So go back to your player, say edit. In here you have to just go ahead and say Control C, Control V, and set property, make sure it's locked, and go to the camera base and go to the camera and drag and drop this post-processing thing over here and make sure it's enabled, and then disable over here, so which means when the player dies this thing will get enabled. And now if you play, you will see that it will properly work. If you take out the gun and shoot at him, and there we go. Okay. And you see the players dying. There we go, wasted and all that stuff. So we can do that once more, and it looks pretty awesome to me. Take out the gun, police guy, bam, and you can also play the death sound or something like this, but this is the wasted and all that stuff. It's all up to you, that you can do anything you want now. You can say reset the level or do anything you want, but that was the basic thing. Thanks for watching the tutorial. If you like this, go ahead and give me thumbs up. That will help me out. If you want, you can also donate me some money through PayPal. The link for that is in the description box below. And yeah, if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, which is How To Do, and you will find really awesome things over there. And I hope to see you in my next video. Till then, be cool.